kids are thrilled.
You know what it is. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to the farm. My name is Amy. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today I'm going to answer a few of your questions. I'm going to start this morning by saying once again, my name is Amy. If you're new here, I'm Amy. I have multiple people on different platforms who refer to me as Misty, which is perfectly fine and understandable because it's Misty Dawn Farm. But I just wanted to clarify that my name is not, in fact, Misty. My name is Amy. Misty Dawn comes from foggy mornings. And my husband's grandmother named this farm that in the mid-1900s. So it was about in the 1950s at some point. They lived here on this farm, and it's foggy in the morning, and so she thought the name it's a Misty Dawn, and so she thought naming it Misty Dawn Farm would be really pretty. That is where Misty Dawn Farm came from. But my husband's name is Brian. My name is Amy. We have 3 kids, Abby, Lacey, and Levi. My oldest is 12, and then 10, and then 7. And we live here on our family farm, Misty Dawn Farm. My father and mother-in-law live down that way. My sister-in-law and brother-in-law live down that way. And we live here closest to all the animals. And my father-in-law is the main one who does the cows, and then I do everything else. So yeah, okay, another quick thing real fast is that this place actually used to be a commercial chicken farm for Tyson. So way out here, when we have all this open space everywhere, those were rows and rows of chicken barns. My husband grew up working in chicken barns with his parents. Brian hates fried chicken because he's been his whole life working a chicken farm and eating fried chicken, and he's like, he's over chickens. So, understandably so. Okay, that is question number 1 and number 2, because a few people were asking, is my husband's name Brian or Ryan? It's Brian, which actually comes from his grandmother who named this farm. Her last name was Bryant, and so they decided to call him Brian. Brian is the youngest of 3 children. His sister is still here on the property, and his brother lives in the next town over. Neither of them really do the farm thing. Like they don't care for that, so they've gone their own separate ways. So Brian and I moved on to the family farm, and we do the farm thing. Now, I grew up on a farm as well. My farm wasn't like Brian's farm. We grew up differently. I grew up more on a homestead. I'm the oldest of 9 kids. Same parents. I walked through a spider web. Same parents, all kids born one at a time. There are 17 years between me and my youngest sister, and that is all filled with other siblings as well. Some of them don't do the homestead thing. Some of them do a ranch thing. Some of them do cows. Some of them do horses. Some of them are into mechanics and heavy machinery, and one works at a vet's office, and one works in physical therapy, and we're all different, but we all still are tied to the original homestead in some way. My sisters actually run a farm page for the original homestead, which is now called Red Pine Ranch, because they've moved more from homestead type living to more ranch type things with horses and beef cows, and so they call it Red Pine Ranch. And it's very similar to this type of a situation where it's all the same property, but we have our own spaces on the same property. My family is very similar to that. There's a large property and everyone has their own spaces on the large family property. Two of those sisters who are working and running Red Pine Ranch are the ones who are doing my t-shirt, well, not my, they're starting their own t-shirt business and they're going to be doing my shirts. I haven't talked to y'all about this for a couple of weeks, but y'all, my Misty on Farm shirts are still coming. I have 3 different designs planned, 3 different colors, and the launch is so soon. I didn't want to say anything about it until like it was more nailed down. The process of starting a business is not fast, y'all. It isn't fast. It takes time to do all the things that you have to do. But they have their website. It's not published yet, but they have their website ready. They have their equipment for making the shirts. They have test run shirts. This is one of them that they've test run. This is not the exact color that we're going to go with for the launch, but this is one of there will be one with this design on it in more of a fall type color, because we're going to hopefully launch the beginning of September. And I say hopefully, y'all, because starting a business, you never really know exactly how this is going to work out. But 2 of my sisters, Grace and Julie, are starting this business. I believe it's going to be Red Pine Ranch Apparel or Red Pine Apparel, something like that. But I will have a page in there on their site for my Misty on Farm merchandise. So that is coming really soon. And I did want to say real quick that when I do the launch, I'm going to be doing a big giveaway here on YouTube. I've done a giveaway before on Facebook, smaller one. But y'all, this time I'm going to do it here on YouTube, and I'm going to offer all the shirts in any size you want of all 3 designs that I'm going to be releasing. And I don't know what else yet. I'm going to figure that out. But I'm really excited, and I wanted to wait to say anything because they're trying to get this established, and it's coming, and it's so soon, and I'm excited. But that wasn't anybody's question. That was just something I wanted to tell y'all. So the first thing that I do is I feed Kimbo, the little buck, and Blossom. Blossom is a zebu, and to answer your question, a zebu is a subspecies of domestic cattle that originated in South Asia. She's basically just a mini cow, a type of a mini cow, and she's pretty. Okay, and then the next step is to get all these girls tied for feeding. And the reason that I tie them up way back there, you can see their whole line of feeders with all their ties, is so that everyone gets what they're supposed to get and don't take more than they're supposed to get, and the babies get what they're supposed to get without mamas and big girls taking their food. So let's do that. I'm gonna set this down while I do this. Don't mess with it, okay? Willow, you're right here first. Okay. No, Batman. You like that camera too much, sir. Come on. Annabelle, you're here. Batman, no camera. No camera. Come on, everybody. Come on. Let's go. Pearl's food here. Pearl's food is just a pig pellet that I soften. Add a little bit of water to it along with her scoop of minerals. It just helps her chew it better. Okay, so I only give the two girls at the very end. Those are Molly and Mocha. Those are the two milkers. I give them just a little bit of feed to let them hold for a second. I'm straddling a pig down here. And then I get ready to put them on the milk stand, and I'll leash them and bring them up here and then take them back and tie them. So we make sure we don't have anybody taking anybody else's feed while I'm in between stuff. All right, come on. You ready? Up here. It's up here. Molly. Molly Sue. Look, right here. Molly. Molly. It's up here. Come on. This is we're learning. Learning where it is. It's different than home. Okay. So, I tie her legs so she doesn't put her foot in the milk bucket. This way, little dear. She isn't too bad at kicking. Willow is by far the worst kicker of a milker that I've ever had, but just to be safe, just so we don't waste any milk, and it doesn't, like you see, it's loose, it doesn't hurt them at all. Then what I do is I clean off her udders in her bag. This is part water, part white vinegar, part all natural dish soap, and I just make my own. I clean her off before I milk and then again after I milk. All right. Then squeeze out a little bit of milk. And milk. I got the question of who is Miriam, and if you missed some of my previous videos, you may not know that My friend Miriam is from the Chicken Daddy farm. The Chicken Daddy farm is just around the corner. They're a neighboring farm, and she does not own the property that her farm is on. Pearl, that was Pearl bumping the camera. She doesn't own the property that her farm is on, and she now has to move farms and she has limited time to do it. So she needed a holding area for some of her animals. So Misty on farm, and then another friend of hers farm is splitting up her farm animals in like holding zone, I guess, until her new place is ready. So that's who Miriam is. And that's why these girls are here. And in the meantime, while they're here, I get to milk them and keep the milk, and I get to enjoy them. The kids are thrilled. There's some of them out there right now petting on Mocha. Mocha's gonna get milked next. That's why she doesn't have food right now. But yeah, that's the story. That's what's going on. Oh God, so loved the world, He gave His only Son to die on Calvary's tree, from sin to set me free. Someday He's coming back. What glory that'll be. What? Okay. Oh, wonderful His love for me. What, darling? They what? Can you let the babies go? No, because they're gonna come run up here and jump on this and get in the milk. You good? You good, honey? Alright. It's okay. Go ahead. Yeah! Okay! Is she fussing at you, Lacey? Mabel's talking to you? Okay. Alright, y'all. This one is mocha latte. They're such good girls. They're such good girls. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do. Well, who's she? What's the matter? I just saw him. I think he's okay. They get released in order of bossiness. because you don't want to release one that's like really low on the totem pole last, because the others could like butter and everything trying to check her food bowl. She'd be trying to run because she stays away from those. So what I do is we start with the 3 young girls, which is Mabel, Bibi, and Pepper, and then we move up from there in orders of bossiness. So the very last 2 that should get released, actually the very last 3 that get released are Willow, Annabelle, and Molly. Not in that order. It should go Annabelle, Molly, and Willow, because Willow and Molly are the bosses here. So, and then I guess also Jenny. Jenny's up there too. Pearl cleans up underneath all their feeders with the chickens. Look out there. Look out there. It's the baby. All right, y'all. So, little one right there. We know what it is. Okay, it came up close to the fence and I was able to look and see. It's a boy, which is a little disappointing because we wanted to have a girl here that we could keep on the farm, but that's okay. Ginger, she's not sure about you. I mean, not Ginger, Jenny. But that's okay, y'all. That'll be okay. So, he actually already has a home lined up. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. He's gonna lay down. Whoop, he laid down. Pepper butt. There's a pepper butt right there. Beep. He has a home lined up, and so I decided that it would be a good idea to, you know, let the future owners of him name him, obviously. So they picked a name, and his name is, and it's really cute because her name is Dandelion, and they're gonna name him Daniel. So we're gonna call him Danny here. So we have Dandelion, which we call Dandy, Dandy, and baby Danny. Isn't that cute, Dandy and Danny? And he will be ready to go to his new home on Valentine's Day. Isn't that just perfect?
I really like goats.
Her little mouth is so funny. Diamond. She loves the hugs. She's so sweet. Pepper says, pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. So Bibi is under here hanging out with Batman. These 2, oh my word, y'all. These 2 think they love each other. Yeah. So they're very happy being together. Batman is a weather. He can't do anything. No worries. But he still loves her very much. Yeah, I hear ya. Yeah, and she loves him too. I told you that in the last video that I got some turkey boys from the Chicken Daddy farm as well. These are them. They've been in here for 4.5 days now. So I'm gonna go ahead and let them out because Molly, don't touch the camera. Because I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let them out. So that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna open this gate. Pepper, everybody, let's wait. Hold on, everybody. We're gonna open this gate. We're gonna let these turkeys out, and we're gonna see what they do. All right, boys. Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. No, Jenny, don't go in there. Come on. I'm not gonna leave this open because I don't want y'all going in there. Hi, turkey babies. Come on out. That's grass. You eat that? Okay. Come on out of there. Come on out of there. Hold on. You see them? Okay. Come on, turkey babies. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Step all the way out. There you go. Step out for me. Thank you. There we go. He says, hello. Hello, YouTube. Turkeys. Jenny, let's leave him alone. Jen, leave him alone. My only concern is going to be the peacocks. Duke is definitely going to be establishing some dominance here. I don't know where he is right now. All right, pretty boys. Welcome to Misty Down Farm. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think, Jenny? What do you think, huh? Them's turkeys. What do you think, BB? Hey, BB, what you say? What you say about that? Huh? Huh? Those turkeys. You know those turkeys. Y'all, that's Pearl's food bowl. There's nothing left there. Okay, Batman, yes, here's your girl. Yes, there's your girl. Don't worry. She's right here. Oh, you gonna talk pretty to her now? Okay. Oh, BB. All right. Dino, Toto, Zach's coming. Fred, are you gonna come today? Sometimes Fred gets too excited talking to those other goats over there that he won't even come eat. Dino. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna have to start moving a little faster. We've got some rain moving in, but I'm just gonna show y'all out here. They've got all these. So we have Carmela, William, Nanny, Robin, oh, can't see, Robin, Peach's sister, Daphne, Jeffrey. Okay, and they're all finished eating. Now, Robin here has been limping on one of her front feet. I'm not sure what happened. I don't feel anything. There's no like obvious injuries. There's no warmth or swelling or anything. But because she's favoring that and she's out here with all these other big goats, I'm gonna take her and I'm gonna put her in with Blossom. So she has like a more restricted movement. And I'm gonna give her a little bit of a pain medicine and anti-inflammatory, just to be safe. Now I'm gonna release them. Again, I release in order of lowest on the totem pole to highest, which means Carmela over here and Nanny get unleashed first. Nanny is first. Carmela. Do sister, yeah. Doing it from outside today. Harder to reach. Okay, and Daphne. Here. Now, Jeffrey. Come here, Jeffrey. Can't reach it. There we go. Okay, and lastly, we'll do William. William there is Mabel's dad. Okay. Now we're gonna take, if you can walk, I might carry her. Can you walk? Is it hurting? Let's see if I can carry you, dear. Okay. Hold on. Don't wanna hurt her leg. Let's go. Here for a little while. gonna shut this gate because we're just gonna let her stay in a smaller area. And then as soon as I finish feeding the cows, I'll come back and get her medicine. Okay, yeah. All right, y'all, well, here comes the rain, and I'm already starting to get wet. We're gonna be starting to get bands of rain today. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the video because I can't take you out in the rain. And so I still have to finish feeding up and things. But thanks for hanging out with me this morning, and until next time, keep on the sunny side.